Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be playing a little RG Luffy today, and we're going to be going into ranked games, getting as much practice in as we can before the extra grand battles. This is the deck list we're going to be running today. There'll be a full breakdown at the end of the video, as that'll go over each individual card and the play lines. There's a copy of the deck list in the description below, so you guys can copy and paste it if you want it. And I think that's all I got for you. As always, I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It's been really cool to see you guys come along. We're hitting 174 today, which was super cool to see. I'm hoping to get to 200 by the end of the month. It's been really cool that this many people want to watch me play a game. Thank you guys for your amazing help. All right, let's jump into some games. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go against the man himself. Okay, so this is an interesting lineup, actually. I kind of like this because I have the triple attack. Against Moria, that's probably pretty good. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to hope to find like a Sanji here. We don't see a Sanji. My option is Luna or the Luffy. I don't want the Luffy in this match. It's just for the analysis. I think I just take some freeze. Okay, so next turn's just going to be a nice little 7k attack. Going against Moria on the rank ladder. They find a Sindri, they'll probably play it. Well, they lose 2 9-cost boas, though. We like that a lot. Ooh, okay. We're actually just going to attack 6. So I want to play this, see if I can find that Sanji again. Yep. Find the hog back. Okay, well, we find a guy, so we'll take that. I guess we do this. We'll want to get out of one of those. Then we drop these and these until we get to this. That's really just what we're going to do. These two should set up for these two really well. It's just about how much we can survive. Their trash is okay. Trash the Sindri, they'll attack, yeah. I just want to get out of 1. Cool. They want to play like a Perona, probably. Oh, I don't have a good 2k to give them. Wow, okay, well, Sanji time, I guess. Or Usopp time. Okay, they heal up. Cool, that plays a guy out. I want to make them defend this, because they're just going to play out the Perona off of it. My plan is to go late game and just, yeah, go on murder mode. Yeah, we're just going to chain some Usopps together and then probably just immediately play one of these. Whew, we've been doing pretty good on our ladder. Okay, this is going to get harder. What am I going to be at next turn? Maybe at 7? It's not enough to go Usopp into one of these, so I'm going to have to deal with this for a turn. Uh-oh. Okay, I have to deal with a 7, 7, 6... Okay, I'm going to get out of 2 of those. There's a Sanji. We've been looking for you, brother. I think I like this better, though. Three, 4. I can't do it no matter what I do. But I can go 4. I'll get 1 back, so I can go 5 and 7. Go after this. See if they want to give me a 2K for it. I don't really care if they do. Yeah. Okay. We got our 5K there. We'll be at, what? I'm at 5, 6, 7. We'll be at 9 next turn, so that'll be one of these guys. They're going to be super healthy. I'd really like to see some double attack here, but that's fine. I should be able to clear this, assuming they play like a Moria. They haven't seen a Moria yet. Problem is I don't want to swing these next turn, because these will become priority 1. But if I can get this on field next turn, be a 7K, play this the following turn. They're going to make me defend it. Pops this. Does a top 3 search? Yeah. He's looking for the Moria. All he finds is a Perona. The only reason it's okay that they're this healthy this late in the game is because I've got the 9 cost, so we'll make sure that that stays good. Don't get me wrong, I'm still playing with fire, letting Moria sit at this high level, because I'm going to have to deal with so many triggers. And if they just super aggro focus this, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I need this up. I would have loved to have seen this earlier, but double Usopp's fine. 8 at this. He is going to really focus that down. I might actually lose this if he focuses it too much harder. Nine, huh? 9 and then an 8. I can't get out of it. We let it go. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, all he does is a Perona. And he doesn't have anything big enough to make this worth playing. I can go double Sanji, but this is... God, this is probably better. No, I need the restand. One, two, three, 4. Yeah, so I can go 7 at that. I got 5 Dawn up, I got 4 restand, and 2 bigger bodies, so that's not the worst turn ever. I'd really like to keep a life, but we'll see if he plays something giant here. He hasn't anything great to play, but now that we're in the latest game, I need to drop this fast. Hogback. You think it has 6 or less cards, you're going to draw 1 card, yeah. What did we lose here? We've lost And 8 cost Moria. I can freeze all these if I need to. It's this kind of matchup that makes me miss having something that could put a Dawn underneath my leader. That's annoying. But this is really solid for me. Okay. Okay. This is the turn where we kind of go ham, I think. 5. I guess characters first, just because... Oh, good. Oh, good. Mm-hmm. Your board's full. What do I care if you trigger out? Kill me if you can, buddy. Your board is huge. If he swings at any of these, I let them go. But I don't think he will. He's played pretty well. Verona, sure. Freeze one of my Sanjis, sure. This is always going to take a life. There's nothing I can do about it. It's everything else I'm going to have to be real careful about. 9Ks are going to be the really hard attacks. Trash. Trash one of these. Yeah, you gotta kill me this turn. I'm not gonna make it easy. It's gonna be tight. I'm out of counter, though. I can only counter 9. Dang it. I need this to be exactly like a Luna. Yeah, got me, buddy. There's not a lot I can do if you just commit at all. All you have to actually do is swing. This 11 will kill me. Yep. GG. Oof. None of these would have saved him. He actually doesn't have any counter in hand. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have played this turn. I should have gone with a 7 cost. He played really well, though. Well done, sir. Alright, we are once again hunting Namis. They just never stop, really. This is a pretty good opener. They chose to go first. They're putting me on evens. I really want a protector card. Okay, we found one. We found one, and I can play it on 4. They're likely to just attack me for 8. I don't have a 2k to give them. So we might as well just do this and set up. Double attack's pretty much always good. I'd love to see some restand, though. Oof. Not the best start. Not the best start. But, yeah. I'm glad I didn't waste. No. Good lord. We're gonna play a little loose with our life today. Oh, come on. Really? It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. It's okay, though. We don't want to drop down to 2. Thriller bark, slop, not more of this. Why? Why do I have to sit through so much thriller bark? Stop putting this in every deck, please. Please. Oh, good. They're playing unblockable as well. Seven. That should be the Robin, but they wouldn't have it on underneath leader because they missed a girl. So like a 4-drop is my guess, and then 1 here. Yeah, 4-drop, can't attack. 1 here, 2 here, 7/7. Yeah. I'm out of 1Ks to give him, too. Wow, this is going to be rough. Well, I'm not going to have time to drop the 9 cost, I'll tell you right now. Oof. What is going on with his hand? Why do I have no Dawn restand? Are you going to attack me for 9? Well, I got the counter for it now. This doesn't really matter. I was like, what are you doing? 1 Dawn is not enough to do anything with. Two cards, please. Six, restand 4. I can do it all this turn. Let's get 6 here. So I got what left? I can go 6, 2, and then that leaves me with 7. Yeah, I can freeze everything. Okay, we got their whole board frozen. I got a blocker up, and I got 3 triple attacks. And I'm sitting on 2 Lunas, so we might be able to claw this back, but man, there's the boy. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Don't worry, I'm going to give you guys next turn. Five, 3, 8, 100 liter. You're taking one of these, buddy, unless you want to give me their whole hand. The whole hand is what he's apparently going to give me. Well, now I feel pretty safe for dropping the Sanji. That's 3 Dawn. We'll see if he wants this. Oh, that was 6 at lead. That was dumb of me. 3 for that. 3 for that. 1 come back. Is that okay? Yeah, that's probably going to have to be good enough. We'll deploy this. There you go. He's got 1 real attack. Every turn is just going to be Luna, bud. I'd really love to see a Brook. He went down to 2 cards in hand, by the way. He had some removal. But like, yeah, okay. He immediately punishes me replacing that. It was the last card in hand. I don't know what you want out of me. There you go. Enjoy that. Why do you keep attacking there, man? It's a bad play. Well, now I can go 7 without much repercussion. You're taking it, dude. Oh my gosh, apparently you're not. You want a free block? Yeah, okay. You do you, bud. Three. What do we want to take here? This is probably not too bad. Some Marie stand wouldn't be bad either, but I don't think I have time to play it. Yeah, we'll take this. I was looking for a Nami, to be honest with you there. Well, I can get away with this. Let's do this. See what your trigger luck is, man. No trigger there, huh? I have to freeze him, I think. I mean, I don't have to go that hard. I can just go 7. Get that out of here. 3 for the Luna. There you go. I got 8 Charleston in hand, and I got a 7 cost. I really like that, but, you know, whatever. If you want to commit that heavily to just wailing into me, fine. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll give you my blocker. If you want to swing at this, go ahead. It means you have no blocker. You do risk me getting out of it. Well, that's the game ender right there. Good timing. I've been looking for you. This is 2 cards out of hand. That guarantees. I'm not committing these Dawn just because I don't... They're playing the Peronas, which means I have to worry about them stopping stuff from being played. Oh good, they get a blocker in my way. Yeah, so this is game. GG, buddy. Yeah, GG. Well, there you go. That is like the 7th Nami I've taken down. Like, good lord, they just never stop. And when did they all start going back on the Rayleighs? I gotta tell you how many times I've gotten... Like, I have to find protection against this matchup now. Oh, by the way, did everybody like that? Just like, we don't put Dawn on the leaders. We keep 2 for the Sanji. Like that, I feel like I played that one about as well as can be played. Because I was playing around almost everything. I was worried about the freeze, so I didn't want to commit Dawn to any of these, because if I put 4 here and he freezes it, it doesn't do anything. So I made sure I could pop one of these guys back up, put 9 under an attack again. But if he didn't find the freeze, I was going to put it here and go 11, which definitely wouldn't. But he got a blocker, which we had the answer for, so we popped in there, and he only had 1 card in hand, so he can't get above a 9. Wow. It's just get harder. It's just every time, man. Every time. Well, we're climbing a ladder and fast this week, so we're just having a blast with it. But let me know what you guys think. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Nami is super winnable. The Anels are the hard ones, and I have changed my list. I added some of these in just for extra characters, to be honest with you. So like, I'm doing better against those, but even those are hard. But this is super doable. Let me know what you guys think. How are you guys faring against Nami on ladder? Let me know what you guys think. Catch you later. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a couple of games of ranked. What do you think? How'd I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? I always appreciate if you guys actually do tell me when I'm messing things up. I am not perfect, and I am doing my best. So sometimes I miss stuff because I get all wrapped up in the heat of the moment. So if you guys can do me a favor and keep me honest, I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to do a quick buzz through of all the cards and what they do, and then we'll go over why I picked them. Let me know what you guys think. All right, here we go. RG Luffy is an OP 13 leader. Dawn times 1 on our opponent's attack. If we have 5 or less active Dawn cards on our field, I can rest any number of Dawn cards up to one of our leader or Straw Hat Crew type characters gains plus 2,000 power for each Dawn card that was rested by this effect. We're running 4 copies of Jewelry Bonnie. It's a 1/2/1 searcher. It looks at the top 4 for a Straw Hat Crew type. We're running Monkey D. Garp, which is a 1/2/1 searcher that looks at the top 4 for a 3 cost or more. And we're running 3 copies of Sanji, which is a 2/3/2 on play. We can select one of our Straw Hat Crew type and give it with 6,000 power or more and give it unblockable for the turn. Not too bad. We're running 3 copies of the 7/9 Brick Zoro. It is a plus 2,000 power to our leader till the end of the turn, and activate main if our opponent has 8,000 power or more. This character gains Rush character, so only pseudo Rush, not too bad. We're running 3 copies of Laboon, which is a 1/2/2K. If you have a character with a base power of 7,000 or less that would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may rest 2 of your cards instead. So it's a pretty decent searcher. And we're running a 3/4/1 in Nico Robin. If your Straw Hat Crew type character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may rest 1 of your Dawn cards instead. 4 copies of Usopp. It's a 4/5/1 that just restands 2 Dawn cards at the end of our turn. And then we're running 4 copies of Nami. It's a 4/2/1 blocker, and it rests 2 of our opponent's 8 cost or less characters, then sets 5 Dawn cards as active at the end of the turn. Crazy broken. I'm running 2 copies of the 4/5/1K Monkey D. Luffy. Your turn and on play. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 7 or less Dawn cards on their field, your opponent rests 1 active Dawn at the start of their main phase. We're running 4 copies of Sanji, which is a 5/7 Brick. On play, it sets 2 of our Dawn cards as active, and at the end of our turn, it sets 1 as active every turn. We're running 4 copies of the 6/7 Brick in Monkey D. Luffy. He's got double attack, and on play, he sets 4 Dawn cards as active, but then we can't play a 5 or more for the rest of the turn. And then we've got 2 copies of Brook, which is a 6/6/1, and it rests 1 of our opponent's cards. That's leader, Dawn, or characters, no cost restrictions. And activate main, you can trash this character if your leader has a Straw Hat Crew type, set up to 1 of your characters with a base cost of 8 or less is active. Really strong. 1 copy of the 9/9 Brick in Roanoa Zoro. You can rest it on, and when he's attacking, and restand him, and then you can rest 2 as an activate main and restand him again. So you can get 3 swings a turn out of him. Really good. I'm down to 1 copy of I Know You're Strong, so I'll go out from the start. It rests 2 Dawn, so 3 total, and it freezes 2 of our opponent's 7 or lesses. And it gives our leader plus 3,000 power counter, but because of the way our leader ability works, that's really only a 1K in hand. Running 4 copies of Charleston because it is mandatory. It is a 2-cost event. Up to one of our leader characters gains plus 4,000 power during battle. Then I can discard a card, and if I did, I set 3 of our Dawn as active. So, it takes our leader ability, turns 2 of our cards in our hands into 2Ks, and generates an extra 2K by standing an extra 1 up. Just always want to make sure you don't go up to 6. Your leader ability only works if you got 5, so make sure you're watching that. And then run 4 copies of Luna, because most decks in this format really are susceptible to just having their 7 or less characters frozen, because that's the majority of characters being played in this format. Alright, let's go over some picks and why we did them. We're running 8 searchers. I haven't found a need to run the 10 or 12 that a lot of the other decks are trying to get us to run. Between this and the Garp, the only cards that aren't searchable in the deck are Laboon, which is okay as being unsearchable, and then the other cards that aren't searchable are the Charleston event. Both because they're lower than 3 cost and they're not Straw Hat cards. Everything else in the deck is searchable. The Garp will make sure that we hit our off Straw Hat Crew stuff, like the Lunas, and everything else is Straw Hat. So that's good enough. We're running a 3-3 split for our protector cards, Laboon being a one cost because it's really effective at keeping our midboard alive against like stuff like Lucy and the like, as well as keeping us out of Zeus range for those pesky decks that are willing to commit to something like a double Zeus play. Then we're running 3 copies of Robin because we do need her to protect our big bodies, like Zoro being a 9k or Zoro being a 9k. This can protect everything in the deck rather than just our 7,000 power or less cards. We do need her, and I like the 3-3 split because this deck loses really hard to protection. I decided to include 2 copies of this Monkey D. Luffy card from PRBO2, just because Enel is such a hard matchup for us. We're really solid into pretty much everything else. Enel and Nami are kind of the leaders to beat this format, and we have a really good matchup into Nami, but Enel is tough, so I tucked in 2 extra copies of this, because really with Enel, you're just trying to outlast their removal, and if you can outlast the removal by putting more and more characters out, you do okay. Unfortunately, that did mean I had to cut some stuff other places, and I chose to run less removal because of how hard Enel is teching against the freeze events, running stuff like the Reijus and using Varis to get above our stuff. So I found that 4 or 5 events that freeze their guys is enough, because likely they're going to play around them anyways. So that's where I chose to make my cut. I've debated putting the 9-cost Zoro up to 2 to really punish the Nami players, but like Nami is such a favorable matchup, I've left it at 1. Between this and the Brooks, they just haven't been doing well against us in the ranked ladders. Nami and Luna also really punish Nami, the Nami leader. Just a really abysmal play. As always, our curve is pretty much the same every time. We want to go first against pretty much everything, especially Enel and Nami, because we want to get aggressive. Playing one of our searchers on 1 Dawn on our 3 Dawn turn, we want to be playing our Laboon against most leaders that have any access to removal. That's blue and yellow decks specifically. Purple Enel does not really care, but if you want to cheat one out and get a bunch of other bodies on field, it will make their life a little harder, because they're going to have to rest your stuff and then just minus the power down before they can get after him, but even then it's pretty bad for us. This is really important if you're going to plan on playing the 9-cost or 7-cost against the Nami matchup, because they are running a lot of copies of Zeus now. So you just want to be able to say, hey, I need to protect my whole board if you want to play this 9-cost at all. If that becomes your game plan, the Robin is necessary more than the Laboon. And then on your 5 Dawn turn, you really want to be playing this Sanji, and on your 7 Dawn turn, you want to play this Luffy into this Usopp. That gets you all your guys online. Once you're there, you can just start flooding out whatever you want, because by that time, you'll have 1 Dawn coming up, plus 2 more Dawn for 3 Dawn a turn, and you'll have a 5-7-7. And the Usopp doesn't actually need to swing very often, unless you're okay with losing him, because I will tell you guys right now, as soon as you swing with this character, they will do anything they can to remove it. But on your 9 Dawn turn, you're okay to do the Nami Luna combo. That's fine, because that is a 7-cost combo, which means you need 100 leader, so 8 Dawn or more is where you can start dropping the Nami Luna combo and then just continue to punish. But if you don't have that or don't feel it's necessary, you can develop this guy as long as your board has stuck around long enough, because then you're getting this guy out on 9, swinging for 7, swinging for 9 if they've got the right character, and then your leader's a 7k, 1 Dawn under it, that's 8k, and then you get 3 Dawn back here plus the one you didn't commit. That'll make it so that you're getting 4 Dawn up as a 7k leader. On that turn, you especially can't swing Usopp, because that's all they're going to target. And then on the later turns, developing a Brook and not trashing it is also fine against most of these larger leaders, because you can put 1 Dawn here, poke, trash him. After he pokes, restand one of these guys and go big again, so you get a lot of value there. I especially like doing that against Nami, which is establishing the 10-cost blockers, because you can rest them, attack, 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 And then next turn, you can just go again. Very strong. All right, and we're always looking for Charleston's. We're using the freeze events as necessary. There's no given turn where that just needs to happen. This against most other leaders other than an L is just a 1k, and I'm still deciding if I like it, so I'm not 100% committed here. This might go out and put back up here. I just haven't decided. The other place I've been thinking about going is just minusing 2 of these down and rounding out my playset of Sanji and Laboon. That way I've got 8 good 2Ks in the deck, because the deck is a little thin on 2Ks, even for a Luffy, but I don't mind it too much. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. It's been a lot of fun to get to record these for you guys. You guys are crushing it out there. I love hearing from you. I will get back to all the requested matchups next week, but for this week, we're just going to be grinding the rank ladder. So I will see you in the next one. Later.